Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wolfpack Basketball. Crestwood and Wilkes area. John Mendola, Max Greger with you tonight for the Wolfpack as they get ready to take on the Comets. Max, expectations tonight?
I'm expecting a good one. The Wolfpack undefeated here at the Den. But whenever Crestwood comes into town, any sport, they always come to play.
Good steal. Unable to finish there on the other way was number 33, Kiera Doherty. And she is a freshman. Here's Ardo Boyko with that little inside ball game and a finisher.
And that's just what Ardo Boyko does, gets those dirty points for Wilkes-Barre.
Aiken on the steal. That pressure that we've seen all year long here from the Wolfpack applied once again. Trinity Aiken, Diamond Thornton, two offensive threats this year really have developed their ball game. And Natalia Cradle plays good defense and able to handle the basketball, got into that starting lineup. And Thornton with one of her backyard basketball moves. Just extremely athletic, Max.
Yeah, we've seen the past couple of games, Diamond Thornton taking it to the hoop more often. And odds are if you go to the hoop, you're going to get fouled or lay it in.
So we've got the first foul of the night, 55 seconds in. We'll be back here again on Friday. Dallas will be in town, Max. They lost by, I think it was 1 point to the Wolfpack up at their place. And I met with them this past Saturday at McCarthy Tire. It is the McCarthy Tire game of the night. And they said they're going to turn their season around in the second half. They lost a lot of close ball games. So expect Dallas on Friday to give a full effort as there's a steal here with the Wolfpack up 3-0. Emma Kratchenyuk, the outside shooter. She is a junior. Cradle. Nice cut by Cradle, but she lost the basketball. So here comes that full court pressure. You think it's easy for teams, Max, facing this pressure? Like, okay, you're getting all these white jerseys here. See what you can do.
It's really difficult because they come right out of the gates with that full court press. They got to start away to start the game breaking that press.
Nice job by the freshman there in Doherty, who was able to do the job, but it's a turnover here as Aiken knows her role. Hey, I'm not dribbling it up. I'm going to pass it right back. Establishes herself down low right now. Ardo Boyko, the driver. Kicks it back out to Thornton. Thornton will drive in amongst traffic into Aiken, out to Cradle, quick fake, and then moving that ball around.
And there's Diamond Thornton again with a take to the basket, drawing in all those red jerseys and going to the line.
She could take on 2 and 3 defenders at a time and still get off those shots.
And she could also distribute down there as well. Like we've seen before, all 4 jerseys collapse, and she kicked it to Aiken with a nice pass.
A veteran officiating crew here tonight, including Harry Caskey. You and I were joking, talking about, man, this guy has been around forever. You're telling me your mom said, yeah, he was a ref when I was in school, right?
That's right.
And I remember him as well. Flag football, all kind of crazy things. So this guy, you got to give him credit. To wear those stripes probably for 5 decades is crazy. Diamond Thornton, hey, ma, lefty. And
there's, again, that lethal Wolfpack press.
Here comes that timeout for Crestwood, 5:36 on the clock, and the Wolfpack in total command. A half a tray of our Carol and Janelle pizza right now. We'll be right back. We are back here at the Wolfpack Den. It is the McCarthy Tire game of the night. John Mendola, Max Greger with you. We've got our other student broadcasters with you here in the Wilkes-Barre Area Athletic Network. Eternity Aiken went for the steal, but it's just Crestwood right now. And again, they've got to be so focused, okay, we've got to get the ball across court, let alone then run their offense. That really takes away for a team when they come in here.
Yeah, it's really difficult because you have to focus, like you said, first, getting through that press. Just getting the ball on your side of the court is difficult against the Wolfpack. Never mind executing an offensive play for a nice basket.
So Caitlin Bazinko will get the inbound in, gets it over to number 21, Cadence Hiller, and then an outside shot there, well short, but a good effort. And that was Julia Glowacki. She's a senior. She's 5'9". She's a versatile athlete, plays a couple of sports. 5 minutes on the clock. So we're only 3 minutes in here. And here is Kratchenyuk throwing up a runner. Good battle down low as Aiken tried to get things going. But Crestwood had some numbers. Here's the runner from the freshman, and the banks are open, Kiera Doherty.
And that'll be good for the Comets because so far they've been a little consistent in the opening minutes of the game. A nice basket, get the ball rolling for them a little bit.
You know, she was a little wild there on that shot, but right now when you have no points, you'll say, hey, we'll take it. Here's Thornton, inside move, and they're going to say travel. Great move by Diamond Thornton. Ardo Boyko will come in. Catherine Brito went in briefly. And now here comes that pressure. Almost a carry there, but Doherty got by a couple of Wolfpack players, and then she'll settle in a little bit. Steal once again. It is Kratchenyuk. 4:07 on the clock. And a travel there by Cradle. So there's one thing, Max, you have to say, okay, the Wolfpack have not played a perfect quarter. They've had a lot of mistakes, even though they've done a good job this year. They've played in a lot of games. They've won just about every one of their games, but they haven't played a perfect quarter. They'll make some really good plays, then they'll make a couple boo-boos. They've got to try to cut down on those mistakes as they get a layup there. Crestwood, Kate Gallagher, I believe that is. No, I'm sorry. That is Cadence Hiller on the finish, 6-4.
And you were saying about those mistakes. What's good for the Wolfpack is they're simple mistakes that you could fix. Like you saw their back-to-back travel calls. That's easily fixable, and we'll see the Wolfpack progress and, like you said, maybe get to that perfect quarter.
Just liking what Aiken's doing. Nice back cut there by Cradle and finish. Ardo Boyko able to find her.
Cradle has been very active off the ball. That's a couple of cuts she had and able to finish on the layup there.
Not out of bounds there. Everybody, including the Wolfpack fans, were hoping for that. Great presence there as I think it was Doherty made the great pass over there to Hiller, but unable to finish. And now we'll see Mackenzie Evans, the senior, coming into the lineup. So here comes the inbound, Glowacki, and they'll move the basketball around. Glowacki way downtown, going the other way. So 3 minutes on the clock. So Don Hopkins is going to bring in a player off the bench. That looks like Jordan Andrews, also a multi-sport student athlete. Ardo Boyko got it hit away there by Glowacki. It'll be Kratchenyuk stopping and trying to throw a rainbow up there from the corner and probably force that one a little bit.
And the Wolfpack are having a little trouble getting off those mid-range to post shots. It looks like Crestwood's running with the old box and one and really just trying to sustain their presence in the paint. Outside
shot there off the rim and just doesn't get the roll as Crestwood tried it from the freshman. Evans to Aiken finish. Eternity Aiken, those little things, loving. She's looking quickly, she's finishing, and just making good decisions right now. .2:11 on the clock. Here comes Crestwood now. Kratchenyuk. Finish there. One of the fans asking us a question during the broadcast. It's 13-4, the Wolfpack in command. Now coming the other way, Andrews almost traveled there. Now it is Doherty, the freshman. Evans right in her pocket. Doherty does a good job. Boy, kind of like what Doherty's doing as a freshman out there. Tried to backdoor that one and came back in and drew the foul. So the aggressiveness right now out of that freshman is a bright spot here for the Comets.
Yeah, it looks like the Comets are recognizing the intensity of the Wolfpack, and as this game went on, we've seen the Comets get more and more aggressive with shots like that.
So there are 2 team fouls apiece right now. It is 13-4, 1:34 on the clock, quarter number 1. Our student broadcast crew with us tonight here at Wilkes-Barre. They'll be back at it on Friday as Dallas comes to town. We've kind of been going in spurts. We had 3 boys games last week, 3 girls games this week. And right now, scheduled to go is Crestwood and Wilkes-Barre area boys tomorrow at Crestwood. We won't have that broadcast, but that should be a heck of a contest.
I think so. The boys team is starting to find their ground a little bit.
Yeah, I'm expecting that one to come down to 1 possession at the end. We got 1, 2, 3 on the clock. And Krachanyuk into Ardo Boyko, high off the glass.
And that's a lot of nice passes underneath the basket that we've seen that results in points for Wilkes-Barre.
Great hustle once again from Shelby Ardo Boyko as Kate Gallagher was down the other end. She is a tallie, 5'11". Gallagher just a 10th grader. She will inbound. There's that freshman running around. Doherty. They get it into Gallagher. Krachanyuk gets right there. And then they try a corner pocket shot and just there, and a foul as Diamond Thornton did a good job, and Crestwood will be called on the infraction.
And we've seen Diamond Thornton last game playing the aggressive defense. She really does perturb these other teams, forcing them to make like little fouls like that.
14 fouls now for Crestwood. We are in the first quarter. It is 53 seconds on the clock. Ardo Boyko kicking it back out. So we see Aiken and Ardo Boyko, 2 tough young ladies that could do a little bit of everything, and Aiken gets a shot off from the foul line. Doesn't go. But I like the look there from Aiken. Didn't force it, just kind of said, hey, you know what, I'm going to take this shot. Nice runner there. I think that was Andrews, and just got an unlucky bounce, bounced out. 25 seconds on the clock. Still a 9-point advantage here for the Wolfpack of the Wolfpack Den. Diamond Thornton kicks it out. Aiken going to drive it in. Kicks it into Ardo Boyko. And she fell while shooting, and she'll lay down just to get a little break there. I think she's okay. 7.6 seconds on the clock. Well, the Wolfpack set it up. It'll be Aiken and Ardo Boyko switching spots. We'll finally get it out to Ardo Boyko. That was a quick 5. It seemed like 3.9 to me. Doherty. Clock didn't move from 7.6, and they've been dribbling for a while. And still didn't move. So there's a miscue as that was clearly 7.6 seconds went by. They wiped 3 seconds off of it. If I'm Don Hopkins, I mean, as much as you missed the shot, now you're going to give the Wolfpack the ball with 4.6. I believe, what do you think? 2 seconds maybe?
I don't know, but that's real unfortunate for Crestwood. They could have got a better shot off there because the poor girls on the court didn't notice that the clock wasn't moving. They're too busy playing basketball, forcing up a half-court shot. But unfortunately for them, it gives the Wolfpack another shot.
Yeah, I mean, at least 5 seconds went by because there was some excessive dribbling going on there. It wasn't like 3 quick passes. There was a bunch of dribbling going on. So just a quick miscue there at the scorer's table, and you'll have that from time to time. Oh, Don Hopkins over there talking with the official. And they come up with 3.6, which is a gift right now for the Wolfpack. And I think they're getting the ball at half court maybe. Well, they are going to give him the ball way downtown here. So Evans will take it up and shoot it from the parking lot. Missed. 15-6 after 1. We'll be back for the second quarter. We're back for quarter number 2 getting underway. Max, the theme from Coach Hopkins, what do you think it was talking to these Comets? They're down 9 points.
I would say aggression was a good portion of his speech at the end of the first quarter, because we've seen the Comets right out of the gate a little inconsistent on offense, but they've been getting better possessions, and part of that's in due part due to that aggression.
So outside look there, didn't go. They get it back inside, try to get the roll, and they do. So Jordan Andrews gets it. They come up on Mackenzie Evans. She tries an outside 3B and scores it. Well, the net gets caught up, 18-8.
And shots like that will fall if the Wolfpack can make those shots fall. It looks like Crestwood's really trying to dominate the paint. They can make those open shots from deep. I think they're in pretty good shape.
Andrews just lost that one. Looked like it could have been a foul. It wasn't. And Ardo Boyko just could not avoid number 4, Caitlin Bazinko. And that's discipline right there. I mean, Ardo Boyko, she's a veteran. She's got to know, okay, this girl's setting up shop. I got to take my time, pull back, take one step back, and then drive the hoop. They ain't stopping her if she really wanted to on that one. So a little bit of a boo-boo there by Shelby. But she is a Mack truck when she has to be. And Ardo Boyko goes off of her. It's going the other way. Meaning it's staying here for Crestwood. Ardo Boyko's like, no, it's going this way. No, it's 18-8, 6:55 on the clock. So the inbound here from Crestwood. They go inside and then back over, and Aiken got in the way there, and Ardo Boyko comes up with the steal. Oh, Evans dishes to Aiken, Ardo Boyko, Thornton. Diamond, Thornton, yeah, almost. I think one thing, Max, you have to say about this girls' team here for the Wolfpack is they do play unselfishly. Like you see that last sequence where those little passes, not anybody is saying, hey, I got to go score 18 a game. They literally could have 5 girls in double figures every night if they wanted, because they have that type of team, the Wolfpack. It's just a matter of maybe just a little better spacing.
Yeah, they were a very unselfish team, and a lot of that is due to we've seen a lot of nice off-ball movement from the Wolfpack getting open, and these girls are doing their job getting the ball to the open guy.
Cradle is back in the contest here. Ardo Boyko squares up. Then Diamond Thornton will look around. Aiken's got to establish herself and switch sides there. They're going high post, low post now. Double high post and Aiken. And they call that a travel. Didn't like that call. I didn't think she really traveled. But, again, these officials, they're all over these games. They do a lot of games all week, and they know what a travel is and what isn't. But that one looked a little, Here's Cradle. Steal by Ardo Boyko and then knocked away. It's going to be a foul here on Andrews. .5:57 on the clock. Still a 10-point advantage. There's 5 team fouls. And guess what? We got a quick timeout. Mahogany Robinson will check in, and we'll be right back here to McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Welcome back to the Wolfpack and the Comets tonight. John Mendola, Max Greger, as we get to more action here in quarter number 2. Mahogany Robinson in. I want to thank our friends at Dee's Diner. And a steal coming the other way. Here is Glowacki, and she's going to throw that away. Now, Max, I don't know, urban legend says that you once ate like 5 full pancakes at Dee's Diner at one time.
That legend is certainly true.
Wow. And you're a plain kind of guy?
I am. No syrup, no nothing.
Wow.
Just plain.
Just plain. Who eats pancakes with no syrup? This guy, Max Greger, could do it. And again, he could throw down the pancakes. Maybe we'll have a little contest with that and bring some of our other students in, maybe Andrew and Jack and Joe and guys like that. Mr. Watkins, he could throw down the pancakes. I've seen him too.
Well, I believe it.
All right, so we're back to the action here. There's 5:08 on the clock. And a steal again. Wolfpack last 2 possessions being a little yuck with the ball. And now Crestwood does the same thing. It's back to the Wolfpack here. So we'll get number 22, Kate Gallagher, to check back in. 4:57 on the clock. Ardo Boyko. Mackenzie Evans comes out. Now, Max, we've been watching Diamond Thornton. She's hit a couple threes in games, but she's only taken maybe 2 a game. I'd like to see her pull the trigger 4 or 5 times and start developing that outside shot. Krotcheniuk kind of the outside shot, and it'll be a 3rd turnover in a row here for the Wolfpack. And we get back to those ideas on those ebbs and flows and the ups and downs. And the Wolfpack, they could do really good things, and then they get 3 possessions in a row where they turn it over. It's mid-January, getting to late January. Those are things they got to clean up just a bit, and a nice shot there by Glowacki.
And the past 2 years, the Wolfpack have won the district title because you expect this team to have championship expectations. So hopefully we see them clean up on these little mistakes a little bit.
Ardo Boyko, skip pass over to Robinson. Nice catch there, athletic play. And Robinson looks around, gets it back over to Diamond. Thornton again will reset. So you got Aiken down in the corner to Ardo Boyko. Nice pass, good look, back over. Aiken skip pass. Here's Robinson. She'll drive in. I like that. Didn't make it, but a good take. And then Aiken, no foul. And Ardo Boyko comes in like a bulldozer. Lost the ball, but the effort is there.
Yeah, I got to love Ardo Boyko's play. Willing to just run through anybody here for a ball.
Andrews, great job of breaking the press. Gallagher, a little tally. They high pass, and they called a travel on her. So that ref has been pretty consistent on the travel calls. As Robinson will check in with Thornton here. So Krotcheniuk on the bench right now, the outside shooter. She hasn't really pulled the trigger too much tonight. Not that many opportunities, and then a turnover there almost, Max.
Yeah, there's another one of those weary passes from the Wolfpack, but we've seen them make up for it time and time again. We'll see if they could kind of get into a groove a little bit offensively.
Here comes Andrews and made the layup. 18-12, 3:27 on the clock. We'll be right back. We're back at it. 18-12. Crestwood has cut into that lead. The Wolfpack have turned the ball over. Krotchenyuk back in that lineup right now. Back over to Diamond Thornton. Cradle comes back in the middle. Ardo Boyko sets up shop down low. They feed her. Ardo Boyko with the move over to the left-hand side. No foul called. Her and Aiken both go for the rebound. You can't fault them for hustling. And Crestwood comes up with the basketball. So, Max, Aiken and Ardo Boyko, they're going to meet taller people, but they're pretty athletic down low. Just a matter of them maybe making a play.
And as they face these taller centers, I feel like we've talked plenty this season about how Ardo Boyko, she's just willing to do anything for her team. I feel like that aggression will help make up for lack in size in the future.
2:30 on the clock here, second quarter. Glowacki's got Andrews open on that opposite side. They're going to drive in, kick it back over. Glowacki got it hit away there by Krotchenyuk. And Ardo Boyko just gave up on the ball. Something it's not in her DNA to do that. She is a try-hard all the time, but I don't know what it was there. She's just gave up. Oh, maybe not 100% tonight. Diamond Thornton hits that one high off the glass, and the body goes down. Now back over to Ardo Boyko. What's your take there on Ardo Boyko? Is she tired? Or?
Yeah, it looks like she might be a little winded right now.
$1:44, and we got a 3-second violation. So this is a long spell right now for the Wolfpack. They're just out of sorts.
And that's something we really haven't seen from the Wolfpack. And we'll see if maybe this press, as they go into the press again, maybe that will give them some extra possessions and maybe some extra points.
That is usually their energy, is that press. So Crestwood now moving the ball around. They feed it in, feed it out, go outside. The freshman Doherty.
Now that shot was set up. That was a spectacular feed from Candace Hiller. She gets it right on the elbow. All the Wolfpack swarm, kicks it out, and she connects on the three.
We're deep into the second quarter here. It's 18-15. Wolfpack lead. Ardo Boyko. There's her fake. There's her drive. Just love everything she did there. She didn't finish, but she did everything she could. And then the runner there by Krotchenyuk. Doherty throws up a prayer. Little out of control. But again, she has some of the points here. Nobody talking to Diamond Thornton as Doherty came down. Krotchenyuk with a quick fake, able to get it where it needed to go, and another travel call. 35.3 seconds. So bringing it up is Bozinko. Andrews in the game. Doherty get a quick look. Here's Andrews' elbow shot. Goes high and knocked out here off of Aiken. So a good battle over there with Cadence Hiller. She has been pesky at 5'10". She's a large presence there for Crestwood inside.
And that's been a good battle all night long. Hiller and Aiken, and especially with Crestwood focusing more on the post play.
They're looking for blood. Somebody's got blood, and they're trying to find out who it is. Looks like it's Doherty. So Ardo Boyko has blood on her, but somebody had to be the bleeder. And I think Doherty might have something on her thumb or something like that, and they're going to have to sub her out and get her taped up. Now, they got Ardo Boyko cleaned up, but again, she's not the one who's bleeding, and now Doherty's just got to run over. I mean, like I said, it's the end of the quarter. She'll get checked out quick, and she'll get back in likely for the second half unless it's just something simple. Inside, Hiller, great left-hand move. What a presence there to establish herself.
Yeah, Hiller's had a fantastic game tonight so far.
20-17, the Wolfpack. They lead by 3. There's 6 seconds on the clock, and Ardo Boyko able to eke that in. 22-17, it's halftime, and the Wolfpack maintaining something as it's going to be interesting here in the second half, Max. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back quarter number 3 on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. We are back, quarter number 3. Diamond Thornton throws one up, and a good job by Hiller of boxing out. John Medola, Max Greger, a McCarthy Tire game of the night. It is 22-17. That halftime talk. Nice job by Crestwood down low. That's Gallagher. Let's first talk about what do you think the Wolfpack's conversation was in the locker room, Max?
I think Coach was probably saying how they got to clean up these mistakes. We've seen a bit of an uncharacteristic game from the Wolfpack with a couple of turnovers and like silly fouls and stuff like that. I think Coach is just stressing that they got to clean things up a bit.
So jump ball, possession arrow goes to Crestwood. Then over on the other side for Crestwood, you were down a bunch, but you fought all the way back. Is it more of a kind of a shot in the arm, like Coach Hopkins said, hey, we could do this. We could beat the Wolfpack on their home court?
Yeah, they definitely could. They've been playing very consistent the past maybe quarter and a half, and we'll see how they do throughout the second half.
I'm just looking right now, and I'm thinking about that first half, Max. The energy level of the Wolfpack, it just doesn't seem like they have that foot all the way on the gas. Like, it's there. They're playing energy. They're doing some things, but they've got to say, listen, this is our ball game. We want it. You're not taking this away from us, because everybody's going to give the Wolfpack their best shot here from the rest of the regular season on.
Yeah, I've seen the Wolfpack maybe looking a little tired, but still giving it their all.
Kracheniuk, her shot didn't go. Like to see a little bit more communication, on the defensive end here. Hey, slide. Hey, I got her. That type of stuff. But they got to become a little bit more vocal. And again, your point was, hey, they won 2 district championships in a row, but every year it gets a little harder, and they've had to replace some players. Natalia Cradle downtown.
Yeah, as the years go on, and the Wolfpack, now the back-to-back district champs, that target on your back just gets larger and larger, and teams are gunning for them.
So Cradle hits 1-3. She's done that lately, hitting one. Outside shot there, no good by Bozinko. Now it's coming the other way. Aiken gets it over to one of the dribblers. Here's Diamond Thornton now. She likes taking it to the rack. She got stuffed over there, and an easy effort there by the tallie Gallagher. Now they pound it in. Gallagher got stuffed over there by Aiken and Ardo Boyko. It goes off of her. 5:10 on the clock. So there's no team fouls here this second half for either squad. There's 4 timeouts for the Wolfpack and 3 left for Crestwood. But Ardo Boyko there, she's communicated to Aiken saying, hey, you got to watch Gallagher. She's tall. And Gallagher finishes again. So Kate Gallagher, the sophomore, starting to get heated up a little bit down low. 25-21.
And Ardo Boyko and Aiken have been good all year. It looks like they met their match with another duo of Hiller and Gallagher.
Doherty with a great steal. Spins around, tried to throw it in, came up short. Kracheniuk swatting away, but it is a foul. And then Emma getting a little bit vocal with her teammates, like, hey, talking to her teammates. Evans is going to come in. That's 2 fouls here on Kracheniuk. 4:35 on the clock. Crestwood is lurking right now. I don't want to say uncomfortable, but they're putting together like, hey, we could pull this off here.
Yeah, they've been hanging around for a good portion of this game, and that score just keeps getting closer and closer.
Free throws. We got a violation there. And it's going to come the other way here. Coach Hopkins talking to his crew. Cradle to Thornton, and they'll bring it down. McCarthy Tire game of the night here on the John Medola Show Network and the Wilkes-Barre Area Athletic Network. Ardo Boyko with a quick fake dishes it out. Here is Evans. She's going to drive and came off the rim. Ardo Boyko with a good rebound without going over the back. Diamond Thornton, they're keeping her in front of them. Thornton gets it over to Cradle. A little too much. It'll stay here for the Wolfpack as Gallagher knocked it out.
And as we've been seeing an increase in Diamond Thornton taking it in and laying it up, we've also seen an increase in her taking it in and distributing, trying to get her feet wet with that ability a little bit.
This is probably the tallest team the Wolfpack have faced this year. As Thornton missed, Aiken tried to go up, no foul. But you got those three tallies. You got Gallagher, you got Hiller, and you got Glowacki. And like 5'9", 5'10", 5'11" across that back. That's tough. Aiken and Ardo Boyko are the tallies, but not quite that tall. There's a steal there by Aiken jumping in front.
And that matchup works directly against the Wolfpack. A good portion of their play is like getting rebounds and putbacks, and it's tough to do that when you got all those tall girls down there.
And you saw there Ardo Boyko makes a move to at least draw some contact, but I don't know that she's going anywhere with that move. Against most teams, she might be able to get that and might be able to get that in, but now that she's going up against a little taller crew, a little more pump fake that we don't see, try to get people up in the air a little bit.
Yeah, from Ardo Boyko, we've seen just power. It's going to be interesting to see how she uses finesse in these next two quarters.
3:33 on the clock, 26-22, 4-point advantage. Wolfpack now 5. Glowacki will get it into the freshman, the talented one at that, Kira Doherty. Doherty looking around, gets it over to her teammate, Pazinko. Gallagher inside against Aiken. Gallagher with an extra move, and she gets fouled. Max, what do you think? Do you front Gallagher? Try to keep from that pass getting in?
I would say try to do anything from keeping the ball outside the paint because Crestwood, they haven't really been doing too much from the perimeter. So I would try to force the ball outside a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Doherty hit that three, and I think they might have had one other, but not many threes. By the way, when we saw the Berwick game the other day, we're like, hey, Berwick, I think I saw it on Facebook that coach ended up saying, hey, we were 2 from 24 in that first half shooting from beyond the arc. I think we were thinking like it was in the teens. Ardo Boyko, no foul call there, and then Diamond Thornton gets a little ticky-tacker that you hate to see.
And it's little fouls like that are very uncharacteristic of the Wolfpack, but we've seen a lot of tonight.
So there's no intimidation here. Crestwood is not intimidated right now by the Wolfpack. They're playing right there with them. They're down 3. 3 team fouls here for the Wolfpack. Here is Doherty. Way out there. We're knotted up.
And a good thing about this Crestwood offense, you can tell they're not in any rush to get the ball off. They're going to find the open shot or get it down low. Right there, Doherty had the open shot and she took it.
Evans hit a 3 earlier. That one didn't hit anything. Diamond Thornton coming down with Doherty. Doherty gets it to Gallagher. Gallagher kicks it over to the corner pocket. That's going to be short. Nice box out there by Aiken and Ardo Boyko to get their bodies on their bodies. Ardo Boyko looks like she took a little bad step there and the knee's hurting. Thornton went in, and then Gallagher rejected Aiken. So the tallies from Crestwood causing some frustration right now on the Wolfpack. Gallagher, that didn't go. And then Ardo Boyko out-hustles there, but it goes out of bounds. So Hiller giving fits down there as well. 1:51 on the clock.
And as this game goes on, it's been getting less and less about more of the outside shots. This game is going to be decided on what happens down low.
Outside, that one didn't make it. Just enough of a box out there from Cradle. And she went over, got position, and got the basketball. This is usually where Diamond Thornton will like to take over. But she's got some feisty student athletes here at Crestwood that are right in her grill. Aiken on that move, and she does draw the foul. That's that around the horn that she likes to do. Seal it with her elbow and then come up and try to get it on that right-hand side.
Yeah, when pure power doesn't work for Aiken, she does a good job of switching it up to more of a skillful play right there with the nice move of getting the elbow and forcing the foul.
Krotchenyuk getting ready to come back in. That free throw good from Aiken to give the Wolfpack a 1-point advantage. Cradle comes out. Want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire. It is the McCarthy Tire game of the night, located at 340 Kidder Street, Wilkes-Barre. You want to pick up a copy of our basketball magazine. I was at McCarthy Tire this week, and they got a whole stack full of basketball magazines. Maybe it's your daughter, maybe your grandson, your nephew, your brother. You could grab a copy. It's a collector's item. You'll love to have that 10, 20 years from now. 29-27, Wolfpack by 2, 1:05 on the clock. Ardo Boyko, Diamond Thornton, Mary Bouchak Navy now trying to get the set that she wants here. Gets over to Evans. Skip over to Diamond Thornton, 50 seconds. She'll take a long 2, and they'll call it a 3. I thought her foot was on the line, but time and time again, Diamond Thornton, you say, hey, the game's on the line, she's going to hit those big shots.
And we've seen her drive a lot lately, and we spoke earlier on how we'd like to see her shoot some more. And just like that, she's able to get the 3.
28 seconds on the clock. A good, I'd say, one shot here. Slow it down. You're up 5. You were just tied up. You don't want to do anything silly. 20 seconds if you're the Wolfpack. Because buckets have not come that easy by Crestwood. They've become easier as the games come on, but still a little bit of a challenge. 11 seconds. This is what you're getting here from the Wolfpack. 8 seconds and a turnover. Now you got to play defense with 4 seconds on the clock. And Doherty has that ability. Doherty with a runner got stopped from Ardo Boyko. The senior against the freshman. Fourth quarter coming your way, and the Wolfpack lead by 5. We're back here, quarter number 4. John Mendola, Max Greger on the McCarthy Tire game of the night. I'd like to thank our friends at Athletic Republic locations in Dallas and in Moosic. So the Wolfpack in spurts. They have surged to a 5-point lead. What does that offense look like this fourth quarter? Shelby Ardo Boyko hustling, but it's a travel, the right call there. What would you like to see Crestwood do here, Max, in this fourth quarter? They're right there.
I would like to see them work it down low because that's been working a lot for them these past couple of quarters. And especially they're only down by 5. You could it's not that much of a deficit at all. You could work your way back up by those tough 2-point baskets.
Ardo Boyko stepped in. Remember the other day, there's a bomb, no go. Diamond Thornton shut down the offense. So let's see what she does to the freshman Doherty. If she could shut down Doherty, because Doherty has been a big spark. Aiken. Mackenzie Evans. I mean, right now, Max, you're up 5. I would be extremely patient. If it takes you a minute to get a shot out for the Wolfpack, you wait and you take the right shot. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, and it's been getting tough getting good shots off against this Crestwood defense that's improved greatly as the game has went on. Like you said, I'd take my time.
don't like the idea of any threes, and there's Eternity Aiken hustling. Mackenzie Evans took a couple little falls there, got back up. Good sportsmanship there by Crestwood. So Bazinko checks back in, Andrews comes out. But it'll be Crestwood basketball here, 6:52. We're already a minute in here in this fourth quarter. Runner, Doherty didn't go. Aiken was there, and then it is Kracheniuk slowing things down here. Back over to Diamond Thornton, who I expect to take the ball to the rack a couple times this quarter. Almost lost it, kept the dribble to double dribble. Wolfpack saying, listen, what's her name hit it, but he's saying, nope, it was a double. I saw it as a double dribble, that one. Tough call. It was close, but this official's been pretty consistent tonight. Still 5-point advantage. Here's Diamond Thornton. Doherty picked up the dribble. Evans, extra pass, and Kracheniuk. Normally we might see her try to force that layup. That was a beautiful play by Mackenzie Evans, and just feeling it, seeing that peripheral vision. Here comes Kracheniuk.
Yeah, it was very impressive, Evans, seeing Kracheniuk out of the corner of Ryan, getting it to her.
Another steal, and slow it down right now. A little boo, boo, boo. Oh, man, I thought they were going to call that a carry or something. And a timeout here for the Wolfpack, 34-27, 5:49 on the clock. They didn't need to rush it. Slow it down. We'll be right back. We're back here at the Wolfpack Den. Mahogany Robinson has checked in now. Kracheniuk guarded over there by Doherty. Back over to Evans, 5:41 now on the clock. Looking for the good shot. Nothing silly-willy. Kracheniuk drives to the hoop and gets fouled. I like that take. You know, she drew a little bit of attention, but had an open space, found the hole there in the middle.
Yeah, that was a nice take by Kracheniuk. You could tell she was looking to pass that, but she figured out that there was nobody around her, so may as well put it up, and here she is at the line.
Three fouls now on number 33. That is Doherty. But at this point in the game, it's late in the game. 3 fouls, it doesn't really matter. You still got only 5:31 on the clock, and a 7-point advantage here for the Wolfpack. And the free throw there makes it 35-27. So Jordan Andrews has been a spark for Crestwood. She is a 9th grader. Well, I got a couple freshmen, a 10th grader, and this Crestwood team in the years to come will be pretty good. They're pretty good this year. Gallagher tried to go inside, and Eternity Aiken just baited her. Here is Kracheniuk now. Skip pass over to Robinson. Take your time. She's got an open three. Says, I'm going to do it. Then it goes off the front of the rim. Kracheniuk hustles it. That's a tough one because Robinson had a wide open look. Pulled the trigger. I think she hit a shot the other day.
Yeah, she's been really good off the bench, and that was a real difficult decision. Obviously, you want to hold it, but, I mean, you have that wide open of a shot, you may as well just take it.
There's a great steal by Robinson. She was playing right in the pocket there and got an extra step there. She came across. It's okay. Diamond Thornton on the bench right now. 4:45 to go. Here is Robinson. Nice and calm. Back out to Ardo. Boyko back to Robinson. A little bit of a boo-boo there. But, again, that's why you play the game. You try to get these little things out of your system and work towards those playoffs. 4:29 on the clock. Ardo Boyko tries to go inside to Aiken. So Glowacki gets called on the foul. Doherty will come back on the floor. Bodies in, out. What are they doing? And now just hanging out in the corner right now is Evans, and then Robinson will work to get the basketball. She does get the basketball over a tough Andrews who was all over her. Here's Krawchenyuk. She's got a good handle. Good guarded by Bazinko. And now we're going to get 5 seconds, and then it's going to be a turnover. So you see where that little blue line is. You got to get past that after those 5 seconds, right near the coaches. And they were on the other side of it for 5 seconds.
And the referees have been very on top of things so far tonight.
4:11 on the clock here. It is Crestwood needing some instant offense right now to end this game. They've gone and scored a bunch. Doherty gets it over. It's going to be a turnover. Diamond Thornton, it's in her hands. This is where she's going to drive. She kicks it out. Krawchenyuk tries to put the knife down, but it didn't work as Andrews got stripped. And then a foul. Lucky there for the Wolfpack. Aiken just has those instincts. Like, listen, I'm going to get the rebound, and I'm going to get it into guard's hands. You got to love that mentality from Eternity Aiken. She's like, listen, I could dribble, but my job is to get it to the guards. The problem was on that one, she did it so fast, and they were right all over Evans, but they did draw the contact. Krawchenyuk sticks it in the net. Shooter mentality, you got to keep shooting. She missed the last one, but she was putting that one in.
Now at this point for Crestwood, I think there should be a little bit of a sense of urgency. Down double digits now as we're about 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game.
So Cradle will come in. We'll start to see some more substitutions here. Evans taking an extra step with that leg. And again, not sure. There's times where she tweaks it a little bit. She hit the ground. And again, not 100% by any means. That injury she suffered last season right here. How about Ardo Boyko? They didn't even try to go around her on that rebound.
It looks like these bigs for Crestwood might be getting a little tired approaching the final couple minutes.
Doherty, what a job there. And they call a travel. That's a tough call. So Diamond Thornton was all over her like a cheap suit. Doherty's moving the ball all around. But they said, like, you know, her backside, I guess, was traveling there on the floor. Wow, that could have been a backcourt right there. She established the ball, I thought, on the front side, and the ball dribbled over the line, but they didn't call it. 2:46 on the clock. 38-27 is the count. Cradle. Almost stolen away. It's hit by Crestwood, so Diamond Thornton comes up with it. Makes some body contact there. Back behind the back is Thornton. Back over to Cradle. Over to the corner to Ardo Boyko. This one pretty much looking academic at this point, Max. The move, there has been no points from Crestwood.
The Wolfpack have been very elusive with the ball in order to drain the clock and get these real long possessions.
We were tied up at 27. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was the third quarter. We're in the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure they haven't scored in a quarter. If I could be wrong, but I can't remember them scoring in like the whole quarter.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was tied going into the fourth, and we've seen a little bit of a drought.
So Crestwood right now in a tough spot. They have played so good tonight, and that, you know, you get into that scoring drought is tough. I mean, they fought, they clawed, they scratched, they got themselves to 27, y'all, and then it's been all Wolfpack.
Yeah, up until that drought, Crestwood has been hanging around this entire game, but that's just what the Wolfpack does. You always expect them to run away with it. At some point.
2:17 to go. It is the McCarthy Tire game of the night. And thank our friends at Comets Law, located at 46 Public Square. Jonathan Comets and his legal team at Comets Law can help you out. Doherty's outside shot doesn't go. Here's Diamond Thornton with a 1-on-2. And she does the mature thing of pulling it out. Krotchenyuk, don't shoot it. There you go. Now she's got numbers. Krotchenyuk tried to drive it in and draws the foul. That's a heady play. I'll take that.
Yeah, and especially when Crestwood is expecting them to drown out the clock a little bit, it's a nice change of pace, taking it to the basket.
Wolfpack seem to like to make things interesting. You know, it's not just, hey, we're going to go dominate. We're going to dominate for a while, then we're going to kind of, you got to learn how to grow up as the season goes on. And again, that's not being cutting on the Wolfpack. It's the way things work sometimes with the team, a basketball team, a football team, a lacrosse team, the ebbs and flows, and learning a little bit about yourself and your team. 40-27 is the count. And when push came to shove, who stepped up? The Wolfpack. These seniors, Shelby Ardo Boyko, Aiken, Mackenzie Evans, and then Diamond Thornton, the athlete. And, of course, Krotchenyuk, the junior. She got a little banged up. She's coming over to the bench right now. Buck 37 to go. 13-point lead, Wolfpack. Inbound coming. Diamond Thornton did a lot of running around there. And now we'll get a foul. I think it's a little too late here, the fouls. You're down 13, you haven't hit a bucket. Yeah, I think you just let it play out if you're Crestwood at this point.
Yeah, I think you're right with that.
And it's not easy to say that. I mean, especially to your student athletes, like, hey, we're going to compete to the end. I get all that, but they've just had a rough fourth quarter. They just didn't hit any shots. Boy, they hit shots in that third quarter to make it the game they made it. But here in this fourth quarter, it has been all Wolfpack. Aiken hustling. And there's a little boo-boo that's going to go out of bounds there for Crestwood.
And I think a huge part of this offense, forcing this offensive drought and running away with this lead here, has been Ardo Boyko and Aiken. We've said they've got plenty of tall girls here on Crestwood. They've been battling all night long, and when it matters most, these girls from the Wolfpack have stepped up down low.
Great point, Max. Ardo Boyko to Aiken as advertised there, and Diamond Thornton. Aiken went down awkwardly there. She'll have a little brush burn on the knee there, but as long as she didn't have her leg get jammed in, Gallagher, tough play, and Aiken comes up with it. Back to Diamond Thornton. So Gallagher hit a bunch of those shots. It's just, I don't know what else to say other than it's tough luck right now for Crestwood. Some of their play has been tremendous tonight, and then you have a quarter like the fourth, not something you want to remember or think about, but it's reality.
Yeah, this is something to build off of if you're Crestwood. You've played a very complete game up until this last quarter. I'd continue to work on what has been working for the first three quarters of the game.
10 team fouls, fourth foul on Doherty, the freshman. Impressed with Doherty, the freshman.
Yeah, she's been making some nice three-pointers earlier in the game and playing some good defense on these very talented guards from the Wolfpack. And for only being in ninth grade, she had a great performance tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you could go up and down this Crestwood lineup and say positive things about all the girls. Glowacki and Bazinko and Hiller, Gallagher, I like what she offered, and people off the bench in Andrews. But they're on the other end of the scoreboard. It's 42-27. There's 39 seconds to go. And the Wolfpack have just been good, especially on defense here at the end of this contest. Well, another one's coming their way. They're going to come hot and heavy, and Friday it'll be Dallas coming into town. And again, they have some athletes on that team, and they have a veteran coach, Vince Buccarelli. He coached at Abington forever. Got to talk with him this week. He feels like his team is ready to get over the hump here for the second half of the season.
And you know Dallas is going to come with a vengeance, especially after what the Wolfpack did up there, getting the 1-point win about a month ago. I think we're in for a treat tomorrow.
43-27, Crestwood, 26 seconds on the clock. Doherty's going to look around. Diamond Thornton right in her grill. Gallagher back out to Doherty. She'll drive in, take the jumper. It's going to be short. Diamond Thornton got her hand in there. Andrews hustles it, and that's the right call. The referee saw that as Thornton hit it off. Here's Crestwood with the advantage because the Wolfpack still aren't 100% sure, but it is Crestwood basketball. Two biggies down low. Ardo Boyko put her hands straight up in the air. Gallagher back over. Krotcheniuk's going to hit the ground. Diamond Thornton right there, 4 seconds, and we'll get 3.9 seconds. Jump ball, Wolfpack. Max, we're going to wrap this up. Final thoughts tonight is the Wolfpack, when push came to shove, they did what they had to do.
Yeah, definitely. The Wolfpack were tested, and they stepped up.
43-27, your final score. The McCarthy Tire game of the night. For Max Greger, for Joe, for Angelina, I'm John Mendola. Thanks for joining us here on the Wilkes-Barre Area Athletic Network.